All right, we're back at it. Welcome back. Let's take this special order, this sub-order. Recover mementos from BT area. Okay, so we're going into BT territory, so we should tool up. And we get a ladder and a climbing anchor provided to us. I think I've got stuff on me. Yep, I'm good with this. Let's go. Okay, so recover mementos from BT area.
Disengaging weapons restrictions. Take care, Sam.
Alright, we're in the thick of it. $200 that way. Okay. So yeah, it really is. It's in the thick of this BT area. So I should take a route forward and then try and trace a route back. And I should recover anything that's supposed to go to the governor's base. Alright, they provided us ladders, so I am going to use one. Alright, there he is, a watcher. I've got grenades. I could slip past him. Yeah, I could try and slip past him. Alright, there's one. That's right, R1 is to hold breath. And the mementos are right in his field of view, so I'm gonna have to fight him. Alright, so that's gonna slow him. And let's just ping him with the heme grenades. And then I know I got a rifle on me. Alright, he's down. I like the incentive of taking down BTs so that you might have additional ammo. That's fun. I can use a ladder to bridge this gap. That actually seems sensible. Yeah. Right, and there's mementos. And then I need a climbing anchor down. Once I can make that jump. I can try and make this jump. Nope. Could not make the jump. Right, that's his momentum. Mementos. And it's in tar. Well, that's no good. I can definitely make this jump, yeah? No?
Are you okay, Sam?
I'm alright. I'm just making bad choices. But I'm okay.
Looks like you have what was requested. All that remains now is to drop it off.
Alright, chill. What's our exit? Exit is through this gap right here. Yep, I'm just gonna follow the natural topography back. I took too many unnecessary risks, and I've probably busted up that surveillance camera that was supposed to go back to the government's base. But I'm gonna see if I can get this back without too much problem. 200 meters this way. I can do that. I'll take the metals if I can fit them. I don't see a reason why not. It's a net positive to be taking metals. Chill, Sam. Sam. Up. Up, Sam. Oh, look at him. He's climbing like a mountain goat. There we go. Did it. Then I can go around to the right and use an anchor, right? Yeah, I think to be safe, I will use an anchor. I've got plenty. This has one use. So I will put that climbing anchor to rest and then continue on.
Good evening, Sam.
All right, did it. The surveillance camera for the governor's base is really banged up. I'll see if it's salvageable. This dude lives right in the middle of BT territory. Jeez. I don't think his cargo was damaged.
Have a go at that. You actually managed to bring it back, did you?
Hell yeah.
Genuinely surprised. Let me get a closer look at it. That is one
Yes.
gorgeous-looking delivery.
Very, very nice.
On the next. You are no average porter, mate. That much is crystal clear.
I'm not.
I suppose I ought to hold up my end of the bargain. Get out your Cupid and finish the job.
All right, so I've got this, the lone commander is on the grid. Trank sniper rifle. This is going to be very OP. Trank sniper and smoke grenade. Oh. Smoke can shield us from the watchers. Cool.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Silent mover. That's me. I do things quietly. That's always my preference.
So this is what it's like being all hooked up and wired in. At any rate, looks like the schematics for my trusty shooter and darling little smoke grenades are in your hands now. The form is a custom design of mine. Uses tranquilizer darts. Makes a hell of a bang when fired though. So keep that in mind. Just a shame our paths couldn't have crossed sooner.
Okay, so it's not
Maybe
suppressed.
this world of ours wouldn't have been so divided. And maybe my mates wouldn't have had to die.
Your trusty shooter.
My sniper rifle. It's configured to fire tranquilizing rounds. An ideal choice for those who prefer to get the job done without undue bloodshed. Bit of advice though. Make sure you engage your enemies at a healthy distance. It's not a silenced weapon. So fire too close and they'll be all over you before you have time to react. And don't think about taking a shot until you've planned your next move. Any sniper worth their salt stays mobile, constantly securing new vantage points to evade detection. Ah,
Interesting.
and always remember to account for bullet drop when shooting at extreme ranges. In a nutshell, you might need to aim at a point a notch or two above your target, depending on the distance. And finally, you want to hold your breath to steady your aim before gently pulling the trigger. Having left that life behind, I've no need for guns any longer, but that doesn't mean they can't be of use to you.
Smoke grenades, huh?
Hey now, don't knock them till you've tried them, alright? Granted, you can't neutralize an enemy with one, but they are effective at blinding them and giving you cover, far more than you probably realize. And even if they do open fire, you'll find that their chances of actually hitting you are slim to none. Which means that even if you've alerted them with one of your own shots, you'll have no trouble disengaging and repositioning. Properly utilized, they're a great tool for disrupting enemy attacks and buying you room to regroup. Furthermore, if you happen to have a sensor or something similar on hand, you can use it to track enemies through the smoke,
I do.
making things pretty one-sided. It's like shooting fish in a barrel. Or, if you're the kind of bloke who'd rather get up close and personal, you can chuck one at their feet, waltz right up to them unseen, turn a firefight into a fist fight. I assure you, once you've learned how
I would
to use
love
those
to do
tools
that.
to their full potential, you'll have a heap of new tactics at your
I'm gonna have fun.
Experiment.
Next
See
bandit
for
camp.
yourself. Righto, Sam. I know you got places to be, but an order just came in that caught my eye. Seems our friends over at the government shelter might be in a bit of strife. If you're willing to look into it, you can review the details by checking the subordinates.
I would
on the
love
delivery
to,
terminal.
because I'm on my way back there
Might be
now.
a good occasion to fabricate a sniper rifle with the data I just shared, if you take my meaning. Anyway, think it over, would you?
Alright, we're set. Let's go! I've got ladders, climbing anchors, I've got a sniper rifle, bola gun, automatic pistol. I should be set.
Take care.
BB, wait. I've never tried to check on Lou. I've never tried to check on Lou before. So she's here, right? Like, she's here. At least Sam thinks she is. Okay. Interesting. Well, good night, Lou. Alright, I'm off to the brigand camp. I'll see you guys there. I may want to set my bag down before I go in there and just take my weapons. Yeah. I may well just want to set my bag down. We'll see. That looks like a massive camp. Yeah, it's there. Yeah, I think I should take my pack off. I've got too much cargo to risk. I could set up on this ridge and do some sniping. Actually, this is a nice overlook right here. Alright, let's shuck the sniper rifle. That's one. Alright, I'm gonna head in. I'm gonna head in with all this on my back. Actually, no. What I can do is I can drop the extras off here. Yeah. I'm gonna put the extras in the locker here. And then next time I go to the Lone Commander, I can drop some of this stuff off. I can drop some of this stuff off now. Oh yeah, the Magellan, okay. So this is the Magellan.
Okay. Not bad. Not bad.
Wow, everybody's requested weapons around here. That's odd. Now can I place things in the private locker at the Magellan? I'd like to. Yes. Okay, I am substantially lightened up. I am nimble now. Alright, now we're gonna head in and kick some ass. I just have to remember to stop by the Magellan to pick up all this crap. Alright, let's once again.
A word of warning, Sam. That sniper rifle doesn't appear to be equipped with a suppressor, meaning it will make considerable noise when fired. Take care not to attract the enemy's attention.
Okay, bring in Grunt. Right, so he kind of spotted me. Yeah, they're gonna move out. I gotta hide. It looks like there's a way up the ridge to get around them if I can be sneaky about it.
Now leaving neural network coverage.
There's also a post box over here. Let's see what's in this post box first before we go. Anything interesting? Assault rifle. Decontamination filters. I'll take these. Don't need an extra assault rifle. You can see me? Alright. It's a fight. It's a fight they want. I've got a bola gun. Let's do that. It's one. And I don't have to give him the little kick. Although that was a headshot. And it was silent. Nice. Oh man, you can drill headshots from forever away with these things now. You didn't used to be able to. Good night. Ceramics. Anything in that box? I don't know. These enemies had them on them. Alright, enemy base neutralized. We got him. So now I guess what I can do is I can fabricate a tri-cruiser and cart all this stuff back to the base. I mean, there's the Magellan. I can see what's in the post box. I'm pushing maximum weight right now. Yeah, we are pushing it, dude.
Recovered everything then. Great. Let's get it delivered.
I'm gonna need a trike for this. Or excuse me, tri-cruiser for this. So I'm gonna go back to the Magellan and fabricate one, and I'll see y'all when I do that. And then let's do some cargo management. All right, so that's on the tri-cruiser. There's definitely stuff in the locker I can also take. All right, I am loaded up. Look at this, dude. I've got so much cargo loaded up. All right, government base is only 68 meters. That's quick. I've got a lot of shit for you, man. Look at all of that. All those shirts. Everything. Massive cargo load.
retrieve that cargo from those troublemakers, did you? We're all very grateful. Now, let's review the order details.
S rank, damn right.
This cargo is in exceptional condition. You are the best. We'd given up all hope of ever seeing this. I'm so glad he managed to bring it in.
I almost leveled up 2 stars from that.
You to have
Damn
this
it.
data. It'll help you in your work.
Chiral anti-grav device. A device that decreases your backpack's overall weight, increasing Sam's cargo capacity. The more anti-gravity devices you equip, the greater the weight reduction effect. That is amazing. And I've got experience points and
We've
Cupid
designated
power.
more materials for your use.
Thank you.
Order agreed.
Still silent
Got our
mover.
hands on those bastards' gear now, and it's all thanks to you. With this tech, we should have no trouble whatsoever monitoring and tracking their movements from here. Also, something tells me you've earned the Lone Commander's respect.
Indeed I
I've
have.
got a hunch, given you more imposing aura. I reckon the Golden Fist and the Island Inventor will be keen to meet with you.
Who's the Golden Fist?
He's a combat specialist who used to be stationed at Cape Fort Knot, which was a settlement located to the north of West Fort Knot. Anyway, he was a champion boxer, so he excels at close-range engagements, as one would expect. One time, when he heard a group of trigger-happy arseholes were getting ready to attack Cape Fort Knot, he went out alone and took the lot of them down with his bare hands.
That sounds very Metal Gear Solid
Sure he was
like.
getting on these days. But if you could bring him into the chiral network, you gain the support of a powerful ally.
Who's the Island Inventor?
Strange sort of fella, if I'm being honest. He set up shop on an island he never leaves so he could devote himself to his research. And if you head north from here, past West,
Is that Hartman?
you'll come across a lonely island just off the coast. As for this research, I've only met him once myself, and I couldn't make head nor tail of whatever the hell it was he was trying to build. But perhaps you'll have better luck than me if you decide to pay him a visit.
You seem to like this Lone Commander guy.
You're damn right I do. His skills as a soldier and leader were second to none. A marksman like you wouldn't believe. And not just with a rifle either. He once captured an enemy outpost with nothing but his custom handgun for company. If you can find a way to gain his trust, I'm sure he'll have something of value to teach you. But the poor bloke still holds himself responsible for the death of his comrades. Wrongly, in my opinion. The way I see it, if he couldn't save them, then no one could.
Bye then.
This is a chiral anti-gravity device that can be attached to your backpack. Slap it on and your cargo will feel significantly lighter. And the more of them you use, the more noticeable the effect becomes. Any porter ought to appreciate a piece of kit like this.
I sure
I'm
will.
sure you'll be a big fan.
Order completed. Well done.
All right, what do I got on my back? I've got stuff to the lone commander. I'm gonna place whatever I've got to the lone commander in my private locker. I want to take the main order now. I'll place this in private locker. I will deliver it later. Liberate from brigands. Okay, I can do that. Seems like I just head straight out. So past this brigand camp and onto another one. Okay, I can do that. I almost feel like disconnecting all this stuff and playing kind of offline. It'd be really interesting to play this game with no friendly structures. Except like the handful the game gives you. Because people in this game are pretty helpful. They leave stuff that is immensely useful, but I think it'd be a very interesting and probably fulfilling experience to play without any of that. This is a great bridge. I'm gonna mash like on this bridge. Yes! I get likes for liking.
Come on, Sammy boy.
Get a few grubs to eat just in case. All right, let's see here. Let's get a lay of the land here.
Definitely not alone.
All right, I'm gonna take it nice and easy. I think my best call is to sneak around the ridge. I'm gonna see what's in their cloak post box though first. This is not a stealth spot. I need to remember that. Headache pills. Small and extra large. And a shotgun. I'll maybe come back. I don't want to commit to weighing myself down right now. By liberating the observatory, I think I just literally need to just take them all out. And that's easier said than done. Alright, there's a guy right there. 2, 4, 5. Alright, he saw me, but if I move quickly, it's not going to amount to anything. What I want to do is situate myself right there in the grass. Then I can get around and behind all the enemies. Although I don't know if he tracks Sam's footprints, but I'm leaving a hell of a sand trail. Yeah, he looked for me, but I made myself scarce, so couldn't find me, couldn't stick with it. I'm gonna try and keep it quiet as long as I can. That's easier said than done, though. Alright, let's get the strand. Is he gonna go left, or is he gonna go straight for me? Left. I got very lucky on that one. Okay, that's one. Alright, it's a fight. If it's a fight you want, I can give you a fight. I'm going Bola. These guys are aggressive. Holy moly, these guys are so aggressive. Alright. He's struggling. I gotta kick him. So you're down. I gotta get around the side here. I don't like this at all. I'm gonna go around these containers and get a different angle. The guy in the watchtower is gonna smoke me. Right, that's another one. I like this aggressive bola style. It's fun. One in the town, one in the ground, one in the tower. Reload, Sam. Reload your bola. Reload your bola gun. And I think I'm gonna need the tranq rifle to crack this guy at that range. Alright, he's down. Oh no! I want to try and leave all these guys alive. Although I think everything is non-lethal at this point. Alright, so we liberated the observatory. I'm gonna eat some. Blood levels are at maximum, okay. Alright, we've got the observatory.
Those brigands, are they all gone?
Yes, they are.
This is a relief. I was beginning to think I was done for. Give me a moment to confirm the order details. Didn't think anyone could fight that hard. Hell, maybe no one...
I always fight.
You seem like a porter we can rely on.
I am.
Go on, use your Cupid to get us online. Quickly now. I'll feel a lot safer once we're all hooked up.
Peter Gates, okay. I got a bunch of shit that's going to the governor's base. Oh, yes. Battle skeleton. Okay. Designed for combat. Grenade pistol. Oh my god, okay. MP grenade. Makes it effective against any target. Explodes on impact. Can be stored in grenade pouch. And we've got upgrade points. Apex enhancement. Aim assist. Automatically centers reticle on enemies well in range.
Online at long last. This ought to do wonders for our ability to monitor chiralium levels by the plate gate, as well as keep an eye on the tar currents. More accurate data will definitely make travel safer for you and your friends aboard the DHV Magellan too. Ever since the plate gate appeared...
How does everyone know about the Magellan? It's supposed to be a secret.
...the Australian continent. Some theorize that the UCA's connection to the chiral network destabilized all areas with our coverage. But what's done is done though. Our best bet is to follow suit and connect Australia too. It may also serve you to know that there are 4 environmental observatories, including this one. If you can bring them all onto the network, we're confident we'll be able to calculate where and when the next plate gate will appear. Anyway, you should already have access to the data we designated for you. Now, if we could only manage to get that old road patched up and used...
Oh, we're building roads? Hell yeah.
It won't once ran through this region. Saw quite a lot of traffic from what I hear. If you scrounged up enough materials to keep the autopaver fed, you could make it just like it was back in the old days. But it's not like we have everything you need just lying around. Restoring roads is a massive undertaking.
It really is.
Having said all that, east of this facility, you'll find the Smoke Hill mine. Get them operational and processing ores again, and you should have no trouble securing the requisite materials. I've posted a sub-order for this task, so take it on if you're interested.
I might be.
Well, there's our schematic for an MP shell variant grenade. MP shells explode on impact, and are non-lethal munitions that can not only incapacitate humans, but also deal corrosive damage to mechs. And while they're not as effective as blood grenades, they can definitely hurt BTs too. In any case, you might want to keep a few stashed in your grenade pouch at all times. We've also shared data for a grenade pistol. While it's only good for a few shots, this gun lets you fire MP shell grenades as projectiles. Its small profile means it packs easily as...
That's really fun.
Naturally, it'll fit snugly into any handgun holster as well. Our last contribution is the Battle Skeleton. Like other skeletons you may have used, it increases your maximum carrying capacity and movement speed. This particular model also provides additional protection. However, when you boost it to move faster, or whenever you benefit from its damage reduction capabilities, it'll consume battery power, so make sure you have enough to spare. If you find yourself running low while on the road, you'll need to use a generator, or borrow a private room somewhere to recharge. You ought to take one out for a spin.
I'll go on ahead.
Thank you enough, Sam. Before you go, you've been getting a lot of praise for all your hard work. And in recognition of this, it seems you've been officially cleared to take on standard orders. Between the harsh conditions and the violent outlaws, there are fewer and fewer folks willing to serve as porters these days. But there's no shortage of people who need help. So I encourage you to take a look if you're interested. You can review the available requests by bringing up the list via your ring terminal. You'll find a new sub-order too. We need someone to restore the mine. Bet you could benefit from having it operational as well. Anyway, thanks again for going above and beyond.
I always do.
Wishes and safe travels to you, my friend.
Hell yeah.
That's some good work, Sam. The DHV Magellan's parked not too far from your position. You'll be able to pick up your next order on the ship. But before that, you should head back to your room and rest up. I imagine you're both pretty tired. You and Dolman.
Order completed. Well done.
Oh, wow. That looks really cool, landing like that. That's it for now. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. See you next time.